First up this half hour, breaking news from Prince George's County, where 3 people are in the hospital after a dog attack.
Fox 5's Sharon Raja is live on the scene along Suitland Road. Sharon, what can you tell us at this point?
Guys, it is a very fluid situation. We are just getting some details coming in, but we're waiting for final confirmation from Animal Services, which is the lead agency in Prince George's County, to hopefully confirm all of this for us. But either way, a disturbing situation that unfolded just in the last hour and a half. I want to show you where this all happened. Right here is where we saw just moments ago a pit bull being placed in an animal control van. I'm told there could be as many as 3 pit bulls involved in this attack. Now, I'm hearing from residents here, one who actually saw this attack happen. She tells me at least 2 children were attacked as they were taking out the trash with their mom. This resident also tells me off camera that their mom was also pinned by one of these dogs. A frightening scene.
Now, I just want to point out that when I take the trash out, I'm armed. You have to be armed to take out the trash.
A horrific scene that was playing out. A lot of the residents also here expressing frustration, saying that these dogs were not on a leash, that they often have issues with the resident who's been careless, in their words, with these dogs. But clearly the situation is unfolding as we speak. Those children, along with the mother, were rushed to the hospital, I'm told, with non-life-threatening injuries, but with serious injuries. Prince George's County Police out here right now. But again, the lead agency, Animal Services, as to how this all went down, we're still trying to get final confirmation, but clearly...
You mean how it went down? Welcome back. Salute to all good people. Right now there is a war on good people. For a while, there's been a war against good people. And you can see it in dog culture. People lose sight of what's important. And I'm serious. You all better seriously value, don't underestimate, don't take for granted the good people that you have around you. Because the people who rule this world worship evil. And you know who evil is. I won't even say the word or the name. They worship evil. And it helps to stay mindful of that. I felt a lot better after I reminded myself of that. And I'm going to always stay mindful that evil runs the world right now. You know, and you have to value good people in the world. And I feel like I carved out a corner of YouTube with some good people. And I don't think people really even understand. Well, some people do. Don't get me wrong. And I don't have to get deep into it. But some of you are fully aware that right now, there is an all-out war against good people. Not long ago, people were talking about how, you know, free speech this, free speech that. Now people are being silenced. I think the main cause of the downfall is that people lost sight of what's important. This, for example, being a nutter and owning one of these or 2 or 3 of these inbred mutant lethal beasts, you've lost sight of what's important. And this is an apartment complex. Do you know what's important? the safety of those people in that building, especially as in this case, youngsters. Their safety from these things is more important than your right to own them. Far more important. That's why none of you should own them. But because this world is so backwards and run by evil, you not only have these things in society, but they're promoted, projected as angels, and they're not going anywhere, especially here in the United States. No bans anywhere, nothing even close to a ban. It's just all out evil. Evil runs this country. Excuse me, and I know it's all over the world, but I can really only speak for the United States because this is where I'm from. This is where I've been my whole life. And I know that there are some countries around the world who are not quite as evil as this country. Think about it. That's the only way dog culture could exist. Once again, you got a woman and some youngsters getting attacked. The only way these things could, and they might not even euthanize these mutts. The only way this could go on, for those dogs to get shipped somewhere, end up getting adopted out, is for evil to dominate. Yeah, they just attacked some people, but hey, it wasn't all of them. These dogs deserve a home. And then send them somewhere else. That's wicked. And everybody knows it. I don't need to do a breakdown of it. Now, that's a recent story. That just surfaced an hour ago. This just surfaced 4 hours ago.
It was horrible. It was really bad. That's all I could say. I just pray for them. I pray for all of them. Pray for the victim. I pray for the owner. Pray. It's horrible.
We first brought you this story as breaking news at noon, and now, new at 5, we have more details on today's officer-involved shooting. Hello, everyone. Thanks for choosing KTSM 9 News Now. I'm Estela Casas. 2 men were sent to the hospital earlier today, one in critical condition after being attacked by a dog in central El Paso. El Paso police neutralized the situation by shooting and killing the animal. Our KTSM 9 News reporter Tirsa Ortiz was on the scene earlier and tells us what happened.
An early morning officer-involved shooting that involved 3 Central El Paso neighbors, 2 El Paso police officers, and 1 neighborhood dog that is now dead.
When the officers did arrive and see the dog that was attacking these 2 individuals, they did fire their weapons and unfortunately killing the dog.
El Paso police said around 8:30 in the morning, a call came in that a man was fighting a dog on the 2600 block.
What do you mean, unfortunately? No, fortunately, you were able to delete it and stop the attack against these men. That was a fortunate thing. What do you mean, unfortunately? See, he wanted the thing to live. Why? So they could attack somebody else? You see how evil is just fixed into society, fixed into our social relations, our whole social construct, how we think. These people are saying stuff like this without even thinking about it. It's just flying out of their mouth. Unfortunately, we unalived the dog. No, fortunately, you unalived it. I'm telling you. Just evil. It just permeates through society right now.
Of Nations Avenue. An early investigation revealed that 3 men were involved in the incident before officers could step in.
A 53-year-old male came out of his residence and was walking up the street when this dog that was walking by itself made contact with the individual and then began to attack him. At that time, a 87-year-old male came out to help, to render aid. When that individual came out, the dog focused on that individual and began attacking him. That individual is currently in the hospital in critical condition.
Police say a third name.
What in the world? You notice how when it comes to dogs, suddenly the everyday person has no firearm? In any other scenario, you have armed people everywhere. But when it comes to dogs, everybody is just barehanded, coming outside butt naked in their underwear, ready to take on a dog. See how it seems like people, they do that on purpose. They make it a point not to bring a weapon when they're coming to deal with a dog. They, in my opinion, they instantly think, don't hurt it. It's just a dog. Let me just go, shoo it off, push it off, kick it off. It's just a dog. And they end up getting munched on and ripped apart themselves. And then they end up in the hospital shocked. Oh, I couldn't believe a pit bull could inflict damage like this. You lost sight of what's important. Everybody should know this. It's very important to not be the victim of an attack like this. Everybody, especially we've been in the internet era forever now, should have been looked up by now, the damage these things can inflict and how they just attack people randomly the way that they do. Unprovoked. Stop listening to this nonsense. These dumb experts telling you that they never attack unprovoked. It's nonsense.
The individual is currently in the hospital in critical condition.
Police say a third neighbor, an 89-year-old man, also came out with a rifle. He was not hurt. A caregiver who knew the 2 men that were attacked said this is not the first time she's seen the dog wandering.
I don't know if he jumps the fence or breaks through the fence, but he had been out before.
Man, are you kidding?
The fence.
Said this is not.
Look at the scene. Look at the scene for a pet. Are you kidding? Yeah, these are not pets. Stop it.
Not the first time she's seen the dog wandering.
I don't know if he jumps the fence or breaks through the fence, but he had been out before. They're very, very dangerous. I think somebody has to put some kind of a law with those dogs. I mean, I love animals.
No, stop it, lady. There she's talking crazy again. I love dogs. Why would you love something like this? You just sat there and said, it's very, very dangerous. You hear what she said?
Very dangerous. Through the fence, but he had been out before. They're very, very dangerous.
Yep. So why would you love something like this, lady? Explain that. Make it make sense. Stop talking crazy. See, they're just brainwashed. These people are brainwashed.
I think somebody has to put some kind of a law with those dogs. I mean, I love animals. I wouldn't want any dog to be killed like this, but being in a situation like this to protect somebody, yeah.
Wow. Wow. It's like they are not in touch with what's important. Human life, our protection. You just willy-nilly get some retarded, lethal mutant, inbred mutant. Hey, those things are dangerous. Oh, okay, I'll just take a chance anyways. You lunatic. People are complete lunatics. They don't care about their own safety or anybody else's. They're just completely out of their minds.
Shoot the dog.
At this time, El Paso police say the dog belonged to a juvenile in the neighborhood and that this dog was loose and out. Now, whether or not that juvenile will be facing any charges is going to be based on the investigation that is currently still going on. In Central El Paso, Kiers Ortiz, KTSM 9 News, back to you.
It's kind of ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous. How could you lose sight of what's important in an obvious scenario like this? You got a big, brainless, inbred, bloodthirsty, violent, aggressive mutant breaking free from the fence all the time. You, as the owner, big dummy, obviously not doing your homework on how often these things turn on their owners. You're just taking the chance anyway. And soon as something happens, you're on the news talking about how you never thought anything like this would ever happen. When had you simply done your homework, you would have found out and have gotten rid of it. Well, let me correct that. I can't give dog lovers the benefit of the doubt like that, because there are dog lovers who follow this channel and they remain dog lovers, which is mind-blowing. They sit here, listen to these videos, read the comments, and they're still dog owners. So there's something that just has a hold of them. When it comes to dogs, they just can't let go. I said years ago that dogs are a part of their soul, part of their spirit. And that's what I feel like I was right when I said that. But I'm telling you people, there's a war, all-out war against good people. That's what's going on right now. And it's obvious. It is overt. It's out in the open. Okay? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Free speech. There is no free speech right now. I don't care how nice you try to put it. Okay? You put your face out there, you getting silenced, you getting sniped. People finding out the hard way. And you had people a while ago telling me to jump on camera. Man, please. I'm not crazy. Anyway, I'm going to keep this short. Salute to all the good people out there. You better really value the good people in your life right now. I'm dead serious, man. I'm not making a joke. There's a war against good people right now. All good people. That's why they've been just allowing dogs to run rampant. These people, they just hate people. And they just want people to just destroy themselves, destroy each other. Crazy world we living in. Y'all be safe. And I will see y'all on the next live as we continue with this crusade.